Breathing out of love for respiration. My dog a jewel drop, an excavator. I'm dodging school, I'll just stress it later. Yo, it's Mavi. We here at Morality Media. You rocking with the hot seat. You already know that.
Yes, sir. All right, we on another episode of the hot seat, man. Got a very special guest with us today. One we've been trying to get since pretty much started up the show. Mavi, welcome, man.
Thank you so much for having me, man. Shout out to the hot seat, man. The best podcast, definitely in Charlotte, the whole Southeast, to me.
For sure, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
World.
For sure. Most definitely. I'm glad we got to get you on here, man. I feel like we got a lot of similarities, so we're gonna take it back to square one. Where were you born at? Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Lexington, South Carolina, and then immediately was living in Columbia, South Carolina until I was like 2. Then we moved to the east side of Charlotte, like Albemarle, until I was like 5, 6, and then we moved to university, and then I've just been staying on north, and that's that.
Okay.
And, yeah. So like South Carolina, like my whole family, like my parents was the first from they generation family unit to move to Charlotte type shit. So all my family all South Carolina and all of this.
Okay. So your family really like the only people here in Charlotte?
Yeah. And the rest of my family, like my grandma's sisters and stuff, they moved up north, way back when. So they New York, Baltimore, Philly. So my family kind of weird.
Yeah. a lot of camaraderie in there, and a
lot of vibes, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
Most definitely. Yeah, my family is all from DC, so my family came to Charlotte 10 years ago. My mom, my sister, and me just came here 10 years ago. Everybody else is really just back home in DC. So
a lot of people from up around there. It's that's a good place back and forth. It makes sense, live in one place and live in the other place.
Right, not
DC
too far.
Charlotte, DC.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of similarities too.
Yeah, for sure. Like this more PG-ish than the city.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's not dissimilar. And the DMV is like the triad for.
Well, you would compare it to the triad, Raleigh. Was it Raleigh, Chapel Hill,
or Greensboro, or one of them shits? I don't know that shit.
Yeah, I think the triad is Raleigh, Chapel Hill, and Durham, and the triangle is Greensboro.
No, it's the opposite.
So, yeah, I was about to say it might be the opposite.
So is the triad the black one and the triangle the white one? Type shit.
I
think they both black. I feel like.
But the wording.
How they play that shit why they gotta be opposite? It's really all of them shits is the same shit.
Yeah.
We probably somebody watching this who knows what the triad is, they gonna be like these niggas.
Yeah, for sure. Respect. Nah, we're gonna put some respect in the triad. Yeah. Triad is Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem. The triangle is Raleigh, Chapel Hill, Durham. All right, there we go.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. But just all that network of just little towns where you could just get to in a little drive, and the schools correspond and culture kind of is shared throughout. I fuck with that.
How you like going to school up there in DC? Because I know you went to Howard.
Yeah, I fuck with DC a lot. DC got a lot of culture, and they really trying to erase that shit.
They are.
For sure. You starting to even with go-go and shit.
Yeah, ain't no more go-go for real. Because when I was growing up, that's what the kids my age listened to. I was in the crib the other day listening to go-go.
Yeah.
My man was like, "You listen to go-go?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's what we came up on." But I know the kids now in DC. They don't even play go-go like that for real.
Yeah, but it's some young folks that's on the go-go. I'll hit you just something because it's like a lot of the second generation go-go it's still alive, and they mixed in with the rap shit too. And but understanding what it meant to the city, you starting to see why the city government ain't want that shit to happen.
Right.
And you starting to also see as DC become less black, they getting closer to becoming a state. Little crazy shit about just how the treatment of DC, even on a national level, and while it's the black majority city of the country and it's the nation capital, so it's so much politics and culture and good food and shit. I fuck with DC.
Most definitely. Sure. A lot of people don't even know that PG County and DC is really black like that. PG County, the richest black county in America, people don't really know that
because a lot of the PG County folks. They moved over there with when redlining ended. So a lot of the black people with money moved out of the city into the houses. And then a lot of people. And then so once that happened, then a lot of folks moved to Northwest too. And that's when Northwest really got really, really, really black. In the multi-family apartments. And then it got hella white again. Once they added the metro station and It's been a crazy transformation, bro. That city, bro.
Nah, it's been crazy. I've been seeing it because I still go up there all the time. My whole family's still up there, so
Yeah.
I've been seeing it. Like back in the day when I lived there, I was probably the only black kid I didn't have no white kids in my class at all.
Word.
Like, I didn't see many white people up there
In DC,
Like,
period.
period.
Right. And even like traveling, like DC, one of them cities like Atlanta that like we go to like as Charlotte kids, just like on road trips.
Right.
And like it's visibly different even from how I remember going to it when I decided that Howard would be some shit I fuck with, or that I decided that DC would be some shit I fuck with. But that's a lot of black cities right now. You know, even Charlotte in a lot of respects. So I don't know. I think of the gentrification issue, like it's a really tough one because it's like without people having like government help to like maintain economic control of their neighborhood,
Right.
it's like you either trying to keep people to stay in the neighborhood that everybody is trying to move out of except for the white people.
Right.
For a reason that they don't understand, because you can't improve the neighborhood if you don't got the resources. So it's like it's a resource gradient that's just going out. And then I realized too, like in low income neighborhoods, like mad shit be more expensive. Like little phone cards, little shit out the stove,
Yeah, for sure.
and the options be like price hiked and shit.
Most definitely. I don't think that the government really know what they're doing because the whole time like they pushing the less fortunate out of DC and the PG. It's only
Yeah.
making PG more wild, more thrown off for real.
And really, like DC so small, bro, that like for a city government to not be able to figure that shit out,
Right.
This late in the game, they don't want to figure it
No,
out.
they don't. The government been corrupt since my mom and them was growing up. For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? So
Mayor doing cocaine and all. Mayor of the city doing cocaine.
Marion Barry, he was he actually a legend, bro.
Nah, he a legend.
It's a lot to him, bro.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. The DC niggas love him. The DC niggas love
Yeah,
Marion Barry.
bro.
You can't tell them
Niggas
different.
really jacked Marion Barry, bro. Like Snick, you know, if you ever seen Selma, it was like the scene where the young niggas was arguing with Martin Luther King over like the strategy or whatever.
Right.
That young man was Stokely Carmichael, and that organization called SNCC. Marion Barry was like one of the founding members of that shit, and they did all kind of sit-ins, crazy shit like
Damn.
in his youth. So it's like you never know with niggas, bro. Niggas be having everybody gotta fight their battle, bro.
Yeah.
he had to fight that girl. So shit.
I don't know how. It's tough.
While being the mayor.
Right. In the crack city, in the crack capital.
Yeah, right. And so even that, bro, like just like it being in unsteady hands, like governmentally,
Right.
that's such an uphill battle to fight, bro. And like you see so many black cities fighting. You see Baltimore fight it, like,
They turned up 10 times worse.
and it's like it's a resource gradient thing, bro. Like more resources is leaving our neighborhoods than what's coming in, and not because we not putting in the energy that's
Right.
creating resources. It's just we getting the least share of it.
Right.
And that shit gotta change. However,
They definitely got to get over there to Baltimore ASAP because it don't even look like people supposed to be living there for real. Like,
And
like
it-
a third world.
and it's more like abandoned houses
Right.
than it is homeless people, even and shit like this. So it's like, bro,
Like that's what I'm
It-
like.
they-
Most of them houses, nobody even living there for real. Like the doors be fucking cardboard. Like just walk right in there.
yeah, it's like they don't even give a fuck about human life, the government sometimes. And it's like, what's the point of existing at that point?
Right. And you really don't see it in cities like this, like Charlotte, because they got it all souped up and shit like that. But if
Right.
you go somewhere else, you gonna see that shit for sure.
And Charlotte is kind of like this because it's tucked away too. Like, and they change where it's tucked away. Like, what's the name? Like on the Southwest and shit like this. Like, I don't know. I feel like Charlotte just slow enough to where, and the population not so dense for enough years to where it developed like grime, like one of them old ass cities.
Right. Yeah. It's not enough culture here yet because the culture ain't even been developed.
But not
yet.
even that kind of. I mean, like literal physical dirt type shit.
Oh, you saying like grime,
you know,
like dirt.
You know, New York, like New
Like, it's
York, kind
dirty.
of dirty,
Right, yeah.
Because like it's old dirty though. Like it's not
Charlotte's
no dirty.
still
Nobody
fresh.
can help. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So and like in a lot of respects, but we starting to see even when like since we graduated high school, bro. Like Charlotte has been way different than when in our youth, bro.
Yeah.
Way different.
No doubt. I mean, skyscrapers, everything. Like,
I mean, in that direction and in the other direction. So it's like while the city is growing, it's like, is it that safe to be a black man here? As it, shit like this.
Right. I feel like it wasn't even that much safe before though.
I know, but it's up right now. Like,
yeah, it's getting crazy out here.
It's getting crazy, bro. Like, it's getting crazy in Charlotte history. Like, if you look by the numbers type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
type shit, bro.
No doubt, because I think last year, what we had, like, we had over 100 homicides last year.
And we matched our, like, murder rate from 2 years ago by, like, July last year type shit.
Yeah, last year got wicked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was comparing numbers to DC and Charlotte last year, and we was in front of them.
And DC is like Charlotte is big and spread out, so it's like, so for us niggas to be getting into it at a rate higher than that, that's crazy.
Like, you got to go all the way to the other side of the city just to go see who you don't fuck with. Like,
I don't know what it is. I ain't been here enough. I ain't been in them. I'm not no beef nigga. I'm not no smoke nigga. So I'm not in none of that to know what it is. But it's like, whatever it is, bro, niggas, we figure it out, bro. Let's get some money, bro, for any of this shit, bro. I want this to discontinue, for real.
For sure.
Because, like, even in a place like DC, like, I was telling folks, I was moving out of my apartment in PG. They was like, oh, you moving, like, out of the city or you might move? And I'm like, if school come back, I would want to live, like, in Southeast. Because, like, I just want
to do that.
Because I want, like, a crib. Like, I want to rent a crib. Like, I want rooms type shit. And like a driveway type shit. Like, I'm tired of living
crib
in an
out there?
Not like on some rental shit, on some short term, just while I finish school type shit.
I'm saying though, they got cribs out there in Southeast?
For rental, yeah, for sure.
And it's in a good area where you ain't gotta worry about nothing at all?
I feel like nowhere there you don't gotta worry about nothing at all, but like that's where the only black people in the city at. Like
Southeast is different though. That's
different.
Unsafe. That's a red zone.
Nah, I know. But like literally where that's the case, where niggas is like don't even move over there.
Yeah.
And that's where all the black people in the city is at. And I'm just a black person trying to assimilate from being in college to not being at college in the city. Yeah. And you can't even go like I don't like that pattern of like that been like in our shit for like this long.
That's been like that
for like a long, like the 80s through the 60s.
You don't go to Southeast for no reason. If you ain't from over there, you don't go there at all.
That shit's different though. Like I don't know, but like it's different shit though. Like it's context too. Like not on some shit like not on no conquest shit. Like literally just trying to find like a cool spot. Right. I don't like DC's really white now, bro. Like really white.
Like, I seen people walking their dogs around there. I'm going to my cousin's football game out there in the hood. I'm seeing white people everywhere walking on the side of the street. I'm like, the hell going on?
Some weird shit.
For real.
But yeah, I just be wanting to live around some black people. Sure. And like have my space like how I have in Charlotte, like in other cities. Right. And that should be a difficult ass thing.
Yeah. Cause I feel like that because I got my little space now, and I know my man. It kind of remind me of my man's little space in Atlanta. Yeah. He got his own little crib in Atlanta, but it's lit down there because it's around all black people. Like it's black vibes every single night, Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah, I fuck with Atlanta, bro. I gotta tap in with Atlanta.
Yeah.
So.
Atlanta remind me of DC kind of. It's like the country version of.
Yeah. DC just real little. Like DC like 60 miles big.
Right, but it's the crazy part is it take you 45 minutes to go 3 miles up the road.
Yes, bro. I hate that shit. Like you get in a car, bro. Like if some shit like 5-6 miles, you might well don't even go.
Right, bro. I don't even understand that shit. I don't get that shit.
I just drove 9 miles for this interview. And it took me 14 minutes.
9 miles up there, bro.
You know, I don't even go.
You might as well turn around.
Yeah, brother, you gotta plan that a week in advance type shit.
For sure. I saw they were showing you hella love up there in DC. You had you in the paper, Washington Post, and all. How was that? Talk about that.
I fuck with that shit, bro. Like I got so much good experience and good love and seen so many good performance and talents like from the whole DMV, from the city, from Baltimore, from PG, from College Park, from everywhere, bro. Like just being up there and like I got so much good game. Like they got such a cool ass like do it yourself culture.
Yeah.
Like niggas really on their own shit.
Yeah.
All the way, everybody.
Right. And if you feel like you make it up there, you feel like you made it, period. Like
period. And then how niggas be like, I admire like them niggas fan bases too, cause they fan base be young as shit. Mm-hmm. Like they'll have a whole high school like just listening to them niggas type shit. Yeah, that's hard to me.
The thing about that city is the people up there only really listen to the artists in the city. Like they don't really listen to artists outside the city much at all.
Cause it's so much. It's so like they got a good flowing rap scene type shit. As far as like enough content, enough demand. I fuck with they shit a lot, and it's good music. Like they really being innovative with they shit.
Right.
Being
Being creative as hell. Like people really not picking up on it. It's a lot of like old school, like throwbacks. Like they do a lot of what do you call it? What do you call that shit? Sampling. Like they do a lot of sampling from shit.
Yeah, they like it's a good sample space because like the musical legacy there like is crazy. Like Marvin Gaye is from DC, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is different, bro.
Hell yeah. Want to know some crazy shit? I went to the same elementary school as Martin Lawrence.
That's crazy. He's from
Hell
DC?
Yeah. He from PG. Hell yeah. Lando. He from my hood, for real. Kentland.
Nah, that's
right over there by Redskins Stadium. Yeah.
My nigga Martin Lawrence, bro. That's a real nigga, bro.
Nah,